The month-long campaign for general elections in Ecuador began on Sunday as President Daniel Noboa faces a challenging war against drug gangs and a power struggle within his administration. The campaign, with 16 presidential candidates including leftist Luisa Gonzalez and indigenous leader Leonidas, will end on February the 6th, 3 days before the election. Ecuador's former Vice President, Jorge Glas, was returned to prison hours after he was temporarily evacuated for security reasons. Earlier in the day, Glas's lawyer, Sonia Gabriela Vera, said the former Vice President had been evacuated from La Roca prison after an attempt on his life by mutinying inmates. She said the government was responsible for the situation. Venezuelan opposition leader Edmundo Gonzalez Urrutia, recognised by the US and several nations as president-elect, urged the military on Sunday to acknowledge him as commander-in-chief. This appeal comes amid his international campaign challenging President Nicolas Maduro's authority, following disputed election results and an impending January the 10th presidential inauguration. The Argentine President Javier Milei has managed to attain some of his goals. A report from an Argentine publication has claimed that Milei intends to introduce some new labour reforms to the country as well. Milei plans to introduce 12-hour-a-day shifts for Argentine workers. This would amount to a 76-hour shift in a 6-day work week. This shift would have no overtime. Thousands of people lined the streets of Suriname's capital for the funeral procession of Desi Bouterse. He led the country both as a coup leader and elected president before dying as a fugitive from justice. The government of the former Dutch colony had ruled out a state funeral for Bouterse, who was sentenced in 2023 to 20 years in prison over the killing of opposition members in 1982. An earthquake measuring 6.1 on the Richter scale has struck El Salvador. The epicenter was at a depth of 87 kilometers, although the quake was strong. Authorities are still assessing the full impacts, including any casualties or damage to infrastructure. Emergency response teams are on standby, ready to respond to any immediate needs, while they gain a clearer picture of the quake's aftermath.